Yeah, life has always been tough. You struggled, and we made ends meet. But now we thank God that there's a lot less stress. There's a lot more money in my bank account than there was 10, 15 years ago. I'll tell you that. But back in 2000, when I got hired with Pacific Bell Telephone Company, things started to look up a little bit. My wife and I both worked for the company at the time, and back around 2002, 2003, I started having some health challenges, and I met this lady who actually introduced me to a product that helped me. And I wasn't thinking about network marketing as a business. I was thinking about this product, this juice was going to help me, and it did. So I actually, hung on to the juice, and I started getting on auto ship, of course, which is a requirement to build a business as well. But I thought, I want to buy it cheaper. So what I did was I stayed on the auto ship program, and I started feeling better for so many months that I wanted to see, why is this product helping me? So I started going to these meetings to get information on how this product works. And I started seeing people, making $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month. And there was a guy who was making $30,000 to $40,000. And I said, what? How's that? Selling juice? So, it just didn't make sense to me. So, so I started doing what they were telling me, make a list of everybody prospect your friends, your family members. I mean, I had my friends, my coworkers, my family, everybody was in the business drinking the juice, And I just remember that doing meetings every week, probably 2-3 times a week, and it was great. We had a lot of fun, and then around 2005, it was Pacific Bell switched hands and was bought out by SBC, and SBC said they were going to start doing layoffs. New company comes in, they want to start laying people off, and I was at the bottom of the seniority list, so my name came up as one of the potential candidates to get laid off. And so that's really scared me because, I have a wife. I just had a daughter that was about 4 years old at the time. And, I was like, man, everything was going great. And then all of a sudden, they're just going to pull the rug out from underneath me and just, let it go. So at that point, being that I was already in the company drinking the juice, I thought I could use this as a viable business to start generating income to help sustain, the loss I was going to take from the phone company. And fortunately for me, they didn't lay me off. But I'll tell you what, in 2005, I started looking for somebody who really had what I wanted. Because during this course of that time, I was reading a lot of books, listening to a lot of tapes, watching a lot of DVDs. And personal development and personal growth, and a lot of the tools that I was reading really gave me some really good messages. And one of the messages was to find somebody who has what you want and go out and learn from them and do what they do. So my whole thing was to go out and find a millionaire, somebody who's making $1 million, and hey, maybe I can possibly become a millionaire someday. So what I did was I partnered up with that gentleman. I got under his wing. I basically did everything he told me to do. And, 10 months later, my wife was working at, which was SBC now at the time, at a job with the phone company. She hated it. I mean, she worked in the office. She was miserable there, making good money, but it wasn't worth it. And so we made a decision that, we equaled her income with the business and on a part-time basis. So we said, you know what, we made a decision to just have her walk away from her job. So I kept my job, she walked away from hers, and she was able to stay home with my daughter, or our daughter, and we never looked back since. She hasn't had to work since. But I'll tell you what, it really puts things in perspective when you struggle and then things start turning good, and then all of a sudden something bad, like the phone company getting ready to lay me off. That really scared me. But yeah, after that, I mean, I started doing network marketing, and it's been in my blood ever since. And I did things what I was told. I did what I was told to do. In network marketing, make lists, chase all your friends, your family. I mean, it was fun. And then the business was going great for a few years. We were making a lot of money, and then it just like one day somebody poked a hole at the bottom of my bucket that I filled up, and all the water started leaking out. So there went all my prospects, my team, my money, from the business that we were generating. So it's like, the economy started to go down, so did business. People didn't want to spend money for nutritional products and certain things like that at the rate they were doing it before. So I took a little break from network marketing. I took a little break, and I started studying the internet and looking at ways to grow an online business. Because remember, when you build a network marketing business, it's supposed to be creating leverage. And what was going on with me before I took that break in network marketing was I was chasing my friends and my family, and I mean, it's like all of a sudden, when that bucket started leaking, it seemed like I was working 3, 4, 5, and 6 times as hard as I did before. So here, instead of working maybe 2 hours a day, I started working 6 hours a day or 8 hours a day just to keep up with where I had left off when the bucket started leaking. So I said, man, there's got to be a better way. So that's when I took my break. I just thought, man, something's wrong. And but anyways, during that time I took off, I started doing some research on the internet, and I started finding people, 23-year-old kids making $30,000, $50,000 a week on the internet. And I said, what the heck is going on here? So I partnered up with a group of individuals that started Web 2.0 internet marketing, and I'll never forget this, is that it basically opened up my eyes to the opportunities that are on the internet, but not only that, in the world, because they're endless. When you can impact somebody's life from the comfort of your home, in the next city, into the next state, into the next country, into another language, I mean, it's powerful. I mean, where else can you do something like that? Impact somebody in another country, and them send you an email saying, hey, I've been watching you for 6 months. The training you put out was great. I implemented, and I made an extra $500 last month. Something like that's really, really powerful. So when you can grasp the magnitude of what's going on here, I mean, if you can grasp it and take hold of it and own it, and just create any possibility you want in life from the internet, I mean, there's not a price tag on that at all. And you can't even try to put one on it, because there's no limit to what the potential is. And it's incredible. So, I mean, join us, do it.